Hello everyone, my name is Olectralab and welcome to the channel. Welcome back to the channel, depending on whether or not you've been here before. Today we're going to be playing some Minecraft again. Haven't played Minecraft in a while. Spent a little bit of the other day in the void, just playing around with building some stuff. Made a little flight course here for the Elytra. Might take a little while for it to load in, just because I just loaded in the world just then. We're just going to be flying around the world a little bit. Just have a tour through all these diamond and gold blocks here. Just do some fun flying around these bookshelves, in between the iron and the diamonds. Also built a little grid over here. Definitely not places from real life. And if we just go down here, got a little Fibonacci grid over here. I'll just ignore that for now. We have an end portal over here, a little nether portal, a little building over here of somewhere. And we also built some stuff in the end. If I just go through here. Oh, here we go. We're in here again. I did test some portal explosives through the end dimension portal here. Should have an ender dragon. I don't know why it's lagging so much. Could be all the entities up here. I think I tried to spawn in quite a bit of stuff, and game doesn't seem to like to load in all the different entities, especially the allays and the animals, or the flying ones anyway. Alright, here we go. We've got the end world. Might just do some flying around the beacons. Made a little flying course over here, so we can have some fun zipping around in the void here. Gonna go here. Look at this. Are we flying? Yes, we are. And try and weave between these little beacons here. Trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with this space. For now, it's just sort of a little fly around course. We've got some glowstone stars in the sky here. Give a little bit of light around. They don't really light anything up. It'd be cool if you could alter the light level distance. That'd be a really cool addition to the Minecraft game. Over here, we've upgraded the end crystals. We've all shifted them into 2 towers, so if we want to take them out, we can just do it in one go. We've got some beacons around the place. We did some lava casting just to build some mountains. Place some trees down. Wow, and this is laggy today. We'll just fly around here a bit. Excellent place. You can go under the end island. Oh, there we go. That's a crash. You wouldn't want to be in a plane if you're doing this. Just fly under here. If anyone has a background in 3D printing, it'd be really cool if you could build stuff in Minecraft and then have it print off in a life-sized 3D printer. Just prints whatever you build. That'd be really cool. Maybe probably downscaled, but maybe you could do it upscaled. That'd be cool. Also put a secondary end portal in over there so I can get back faster. A little enchanting room with some skulk catalyst thingy, whatever they are, over there. Oh, no, that's the villager. The little fountain of youth over here. Trying to fly around and remember where I left the end portal. I know there's one up here on the tree, but I think I left another one on the ground somewhere. It was back there a while ago. Head back to the overworld real quick. I built a little roller coaster. In order to locate the place, you spawn in initially just at 0, based on the spawn point with all these LAs chilling around here. In order to get locations around the world, I just use a little TP. Just trying to remember what number it was. Here we go. There we go. And we're back at the location. I think this is the roller coaster. I made a few little roller coasters here. I can't remember which ones go where. Just that they go somewhere. Might have a little tour around the roller coasters. Bit of a random video today, just messing around in the world on my own. I do much prefer single player, because it's just creative and it's just you and your thoughts. I prefer to start in the void worlds as well, because you start with nothing and you've just got to create stuff out of thin air, I guess. Something satisfying about it. Go around here. I don't even know if any of these roller coasters really go anywhere specifically. They sort of just zip around the world wherever. This here was my concept of what would be cool, a 90-degree one. Obviously, that isn't really a thing in vanilla without some pretty hardcore programming, so I'm just going to imagine that those ladders go 90 degrees. It works on the way down, not so much on the way up. Hopefully we land on the right spot. Oh, look at that. We have landed on a barrier. Oh, that's right, there's a secret platform here. A little house there. There's a bunch of barriers around the place. If you know where they are, you can walk around here safely. If you don't, then it's pretty dodgy. I think this one just shoots you into the void. None of them are really connected. They don't really go anywhere. There's not really any order, except for that there's rails. These floating blocks in the sky are a lot of fun to create. They're just sort of patterns that you make with repeat commands. Fun to fly around and do these in. It's just me playing with the fill command, I guess. You could probably do this with the clone command as well if you wanted to. Make some really cool stuff happen. What you do is sort of just /fill, and then you choose a block that you want to fill. For example, maybe some obsidian this time. Haven't really done any obsidian. Then you just choose 2 coordinates, or 3 if you want, and you can make a shape. Oh, that position is out of this world. Okay, we've got to head back to base in order for this to work. There we go, and then what you do is you just fly with your elytra, and you just press T and then the little up arrow and enter, and it leaves a nice old trail in the trajectory that you followed. You can also use it to give yourself a bit of a boost, I think, through the world. Oh, you don't want to fall there. Gotta make sure you keep on track. That way you can fly around the world and leave a very clear obsidian monolith marker as to where you've come from. Good for referencing points in time and space. Plus, they're really fun to weave in and out of. On the way back, you can sort of zoom, some reflex practices, so that you don't need to use a hacked client. You just turn your mouse really fast, and you're the hacked client. Here we go. A lot of fun, and then you can change the coordinates. Obviously, we can make cubes if we wanted to. I'll probably just reduce the numbers here though, because you can end up lagging out pretty bad if you put too many blocks in. Oh yeah, you also have to keep in mind your directions when you're flying them through. So if you're flying into the coordinates that you're about to place blocks relative to yourself, then you definitely don't want to be doing that, because you'll knock yourself out of the sky. But it's pretty fun just flying around, placing all these little obstacles, and then you can use them as like a little flight course. It's like designing a maze, I suppose. And luckily, with the Elytra and Creative, you don't really have to worry about collisions because, well, frankly, who cares? You don't take any damage. It's the equivalent of having a little super cavitation bubble around you, just being in creative mode. We go here. You can also do the down weaving. It's almost like practice for FPV drone flying. Be fun to do this in real life. If you could make some life-sized little wings about the same size and scale relative to the person. Perhaps instead of rockets, you could use electric ducted fans or something. I'm not sure if they'd be really powerful enough to get satisfactory quality out of them at the moment, or not the ones you can buy off the shelf just with average wages, but I'm sure anyone who was determined enough probably could. Saw a video the other day which was pretty interesting, of I think it was some guys over in Brazil or whatever ages ago. Lots of people debunk it and all that, but I think a lot of the aspects make sense from it, that you could probably do them. And often when there's a video and people debunk it and say, oh, it's fake, I prefer to think of how can we make this real as opposed to why is this fake? Because what good is this doesn't work gonna do for anyone? Better to find a solution to the problem and make it functional. Anyway, it's just a video of guys running on water, just with regular shoes with some hydrophobic powder or something. I'm not sure what it was. Some waxy shoes that let you run on water in real life. It was pretty cool. If it was fake, which it might have been, I don't really care because water skiing's real, and if you have enough surface area and you can provide enough torque from your feet, I am certain that you could definitely strike the water hard enough, even if you had to use mechanical assistance or electronics, to basically turn water, or better, salt water would probably be easier, into basically oobleck. You know how if you fall onto water at terminal velocity, you smack it like a brick. So I imagine if you can just kick the water hard enough, you probably could run on it, just like the Incredibles movie. Probably require some practice, quite a bit of practice probably, and maybe some engineering just to get started in order to sort of get used to being able to do it. I'm just going to set the time to day here because it's... Oh, that's not the command. I imagine we're going to fall pretty fast here. We landed on the bookshelves, we're fine. It'd be fun to put slime blocks around here. I think that would be the next thing that we should add to this void, is some slime blocks. I'm just going to go back through the commands. I think I will change this to slime blocks. There we go. Look at that. Now if we just figure out which direction they spawn in. I'm just trying to remember which way I'm facing. Ah, that should be fine. I imagine these would be really fun to bounce on. Imagine if you could do this in real life, just set blocks around the place. I suppose Minecraft's a bit like a practice void for coming up with ideas that you might want to do in real life later on, but without facing any of the consequences or economic hits from investing in them. It's like the ultimate sandbox game at the moment, I guess. I'm sure there's others, like, I don't know, there's Rust, I suppose, and Fortnite, but they're all more combat-based. I like sandbox construction games. Those are fun. Because you get to really sort of come up with things and make interesting stuff. Anyway, I think I'm going to give a go on these little slime blocks. I might just try these out. How are these? I'm sure I can glide across here with my wings, and maybe we can accelerate down into the slime blocks. What happens if we fly into them? No, we sort of lose a lot of momentum. It's sort of anticlimactic there. But still sort of cool, I guess. Got to watch out that I don't accidentally phase blocks together and wipe any structures that I spent lots of time building. I imagine if you got really good at this, you could build stuff ridiculously fast without using World Map Editor or any modifications to assist with world building. I suppose you could also zigzag up and down through these obsidian monoliths. This is really fun, actually. I haven't played Minecraft in a while now, and I'm just remembering why I liked it. I think the aspect that I'm not so fond of is the PvP aspect. I mean, yeah, it's sort of fun, but it gets old pretty quick. You can play PvP, and it gets boring pretty quick because all you're doing is hitting the person over and over again, and it's not really accomplishing anything, I suppose. It just feels unsatisfying. But flying through blocks, that is fun. This is really fun. Especially like little tight corners that are hard. The harder the obstacle, the more satisfaction you get from flying through it without having a collision. Oh dear, missed that one. Anyway, I think I'll probably end the video there. I could probably talk for hours, but I imagine that would get quite boring after some point of time. This is my new favorite way to play Minecraft, I think, is command building in a void with an elytra and some fireworks. It's soothing, nice and relaxing little getaway. It's almost like a vacation. wonder if I can just... Oh, you can too. You can just spin around here. It's like flying a plane, only you're the plane. Maybe this is what it feels like. Those guys who have the jetpacks and what's the Jetman dude who was on YouTube a while ago? He was pretty cool. Anyway, I think I'll end the video there. It's been probably a pretty long one. I don't know how long this has been going on for, actually. But if you did make it all the way to the end, thank you for watching. And have an excellent day or night, depending on when and where you are. And may you have a pleasant rest of your day or night. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.